Hey, excuse me. Good morning, everyone. Let's pick up with the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Let me flip this around here. Excuse the stuff. What I do today, you guys, if you're in the winter, a big storm across the United States, like do coloring book or something. You know, that might be a fun thing to do as an activity if you're a little bit younger. I'm going to be working on a lot of applications today and coding and kind of getting my stuff going. So I'll be off and on with different things. I have some glasses now that I use that it's a little easier for me to see. All right, let's. Okay, if we do this, I guess do that, do this. All right, let's pick up where we left off. Let me turn down the volume a little bit here. Just got my FM radio here. All right, and once again, there's an FM radio on all these Androids and stuff, so you can use that. All right, let's pick up. 50. We'll go 56 to 60. Let's see what that looks like. All right, that looks good. Okay, I really wanted to do something more exciting, like rock climbing, but Mom was dead set on all of us doing something as a family. Mom said the fun float would be relaxing. And after we put on our life jackets, we grabbed the cooler and a few other things from the camper to take us on the river. It's actually pretty fun to do that, I would think. Go on an RV trip with the family. After our experience with the fish farm yesterday, I wasn't crazy about getting in the water again. But there were a bunch of other people doing the fun float too. And I figured if there were any piranhas in the river, they'd go for them before they go for me. This dude's pretty fun. I have to admit that once we got going, it was kind of relaxing. Maybe even a little too relaxing. Roderick fell asleep while Dad answered work emails, and Mom checked in with Manny's pediatrician. His stools seem a little runny. Should I add more fiber to his diet? Oh dear. So no one was really paying attention when we hit a shallow part in the river and came to a complete stop. Man, that's when we were in Colorado. We were going down this river and the water was like too low and our raft got stuck. And luckily we had a tour guide there to help us out, but that was kind of funny. We had to take our tubes out of the water, and it wasn't fun walking across a bunch of sharp rocks in our bare feet. Yeah, that's dangerous. Once the river got deeper, we put the tubes back in the water, but my inner tube must have got punctured in the shallow part because it was losing air. So I took Manny's tube and we emptied the ice out of the cooler so he could use that. I thought the trip was going to take 20 minutes, but it had already been 2 hours and no end in sight. And we really slowed down when we got stuck behind a big group of people jamming up the river. I hit a warm spot in the water, and I've been in enough baby pools to know what that meant. So when the river got wider, I paddled my tube around those guys to try and get out of their wake. See, paddling around. Okay, it's their last page. Unfortunately, I went a little too far and ended up in a part of the river where the water was really rough, and a few seconds later, I got tossed from my inner tube. It was actually pretty scary. The water was moving fast, so I pointed my feet downstream to make sure I didn't crack my head open on a rock. I called for help, but the people around me had their music up too loud to even notice. Man, that happens a lot. All right, that's what's coming up on 61. So let me flip this around. All right, let's see. All right, take my glasses off here. These are my reading glasses. So remember, it is Sunday, December 13th, okay? And maybe if you guys want to, take little videos or using micro clips or some pictures of your place and share it with your friends, like that's a cool thing. And the reason is because you get to share with other people on like what's going on in your life too, right? I know you do Zoom and all that other stuff, but like show some fun things too. And remember, be thoughtful, be kind, be caring of others, be aware of others, be forgiving of yourself. And I got this drinking thing here. right? I use it for my coffee and stuff. Got this from the Ark as well, thrift store. And it says fearless. And that reminds me to always try to just move forward with stuff. Don't let fear, pull you down at this point. Just try to do your best with what you can at this point. All right? And remember, we're all trying. And I'm going to try to get the vaccine as soon as I can. So it's 2 shots, 1 shot, then 21 days later you get another shot. So, I'll see what happens. I don't know if I can get it. If I can't get it, I'm trying to be very careful. I have my mask, try to keep away from people, try to keep a distance where I can, but interact with people as well. So I think if you're safe, if you're healthy, if you exercise, you get a lot of sleep. And remember, I get anxiety at times too, right? You get fear about what's going to happen. Oh my gosh, can I do this? But just remember, try to get confidence. Try to get a friend as well in your life that can maybe help you out, bounce things past you. If you feel a little bit down, they lift you up a little bit, all right? I'll be on Twitter doing some stuff, and once again, I have Twitter running, I have apps, I have email, so I kind of bounce back and forth between different things. If I need concentration, I kind of make it a little quiet, I get my concentration, I get my, my purpose on what I need to get done, and then I try to hit that purpose and then move to the next thing. So it's almost like what I call micro clips, right, or micro thinking. Everything's in a micro. It's a very small segment of how information comes in, and then your brain goes up and down. So you're concentrating, then you got to take a rest. Concentrating, then take a rest. And then at night when you sleep, a lot of stuff kind of munges around in your brain, and then things reconnect. And then sometimes you got to clear your brain out, right? There's a lot of noise up there at times. So try to clear your brain out where you can. Just keep a calm thoughts, and do breathing, right? And sometimes just walking around a little bit just to clear your thoughts, or going to a new location that gives you a new perspective on things. If you've been inside a lot, try to go somewhere else for a little bit just to clear your thoughts, and that might help you out. So we'll pick up diary tomorrow. I'm going to try to hit church today. I try to go there as often as I can. I'm not that good about where I can. And it's hard to get a Catholic church around here. So, I'm doing the evangelical, and sometimes I did the Episcopals, and in the end, what it comes down to is just kind of getting your relationship to God and to a community and bringing people together. And I think that's probably what the best purpose is of church, right? There's a lot of the sacraments and everything, and they're all different across all the churches and all the different religions. But try to find something that will help you and make that connection to God. And if you don't believe in God, well, I don't know. I think scientifically you can always say that, everything kind of goes back to something, and you can't create something from nothing. So if you kind of use that logic, there's probably God out there somewhere. We just can't see it. It's kind of like faith and hope and all that good stuff. But try to be kind. If you be kind, that's really a representation of what you want to try to be. That's what all the religions do. I volunteer at the food banks. I help at the food banks. I get a little bit of food. But, I'm lifting heavy boxes and stuff, and it keeps me in shape. And it really makes me feel good to knowing that I probably have helped, I don't know, how many hundreds of families with different food items and stuff. So I think do something that can help you. If you can help at a food bank, great. If you can help someone else, if you just send a video, you can give them a text, give them a motivational message, you can give, something that's uplifting, or if they have to talk about something, just be there to kind of listen to them for a little bit. That's about it. Take care, guys. We'll catch up.